That's still on. Whoops, my bad.
I mean, you can keep it on, but...
Let's get this bread.
Who is playing the other
I'm also with you and Caleb.
Totally.
Go below. Let's kill him.
All this reminded me of is how much I hate Germans in World War I.
This is my way,
French
Lance.
Empire.
We are not taking drugs.
Are you?
You're not my
squad
squad
leader?
leader. I don't give a fuck what you say to me.
Fuck off the cop, right?
It's his ambulance.
Standing on it.
Obviously.
You want to bet how
Ambulance.
quickly I can make?
Hi, hey, who are you?
Not tell.
Oh, you get over here. Stop moving.
Dark.
Yeah, you that just crouched in front of me. Who are you?
Dark Shadow. Is his name.
Alright, he needs to disconnect because he's yellow, so I can literally do this to him.
Wow, that's impressive.
Hey, it's a prop.
So Dark, you might wanna disconnect, otherwise I am going to have phone tag. I can even throw him in the air.
Oh yes. Can you rotate him?
I can't, yeah, I mean, boom, boom,
Tell him, see if that
boom.
fixes it.
No, it doesn't. This is a server-side glitch. He has to leave the server. I'm gonna kick him in a minute anyway.
It doesn't work.
Throw him in the sky. Entertaining.
He's set as an empty unit.
Throw him in the sky and kick him.
Throw him in the sky.
Throw him in the sky and kick him.
Yeah, just
There he goes.
Higher.
No, higher.
Higher.
I like the slow death, though.
Oh.
Oh.
Aw, there he go.
Shit.
No, fuck. It's gone.
Aw.
Okay.
Hey, I just let him know I've been helping him out for the
How
past
is
like
you in?
Yeah, that's good.
minutes, so
And
I
now
just
wait, I
messaged him and told him
tried
to
to get
retake
an
it because I
ACO.
think
Anyway, it's 5 o'clock. You guys can go do whatever. Your AO's live, so.
live.
Caleb,
Alpha, let's go.
Crew behind you.
Everyone, John. Can't hear anything. People are too
Go
loud.
below. Below.
Okay, Lou.
We're gonna chuckle fuck behind the rest of the falls.
Mhm.
We're gonna chuckle fuck behind them.
Yep.
I like
And
ground
that Vic is how he's play, I would say.
We're not ground commands, we're just squads. We're just dudes with medics.
I'm just a dude. Go take the airfield, boyos.
Come on.
I believe in you.
Come on, lads.
Quiet, I'm touching Bavarian.
Alright, what's up guys? WeWoo here. Today's like a bit of a great war op. We still got a few people coming on the server, but if I were to do a quick head count, this is going to be about a 30-person operation, though there's only 25 on right now. Another, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are trying to join from upstairs. So, we'll get into the 30s by the end, but, you know, it's a low day. Anyway, they're deciding to bring their scout car. Yeah, that would be smart. And I'm going to start this off with a cannon. Oh, I gotta guess, because the sights are off. Okay. I have no idea where that round went. And yeah, I'm using attach command, so these are being silly. I might have hit that tree right there. But let's go ahead and set our global AI here to 90, 35, 50, 50. Everything was pre-built in the editor. I will probably put up some more stuff later on. Turrets are going to be like this because I decided to try the attach command routine. And it's, yeah, it doesn't work for statics. Now the gunfire begins. I'm going to start spawning obligatory squads here and there to be sent up. I got some rapid-fire guns right here. And we have something shooting. Send in Goat Team 6 now. I can't do anything unless they get out of it, but that... What a great start. They made it... How many meters is that? They made it 200 meters from base, and they already flipped the car. That's incredible. Wow. So Caleb just charged in. Trev, thanks for the 5-month resub. I hope you keep enjoying the operations and, yeah. Yeah, I got nothing to say. That's, yep. Yeah, it's a great start, right, Trev? I hope you're staying safe on COVID-19. Yeah. I'm just gonna repaste this.
Awaiting orders.
And, go into the cargo of this vehicle. So, in the future, if a VIX flip, maybe, like, say something on side chat? I know he pinged me, but he wasn't getting out of the VIX, so I was gonna type, and then he just, yeah. That was beautiful. Actually beautiful, guys. Meanwhile, we've got these guys heading in.
Oh.
And sometimes the AI doesn't want to aggro, so I have to do it manually. Which is A-okay. But yeah, that was their resupply and their normal VIX, so it's pretty funny. Mox isn't subbed anymore. He has his freedom. Dang. We'll have to fix that later. But I'm going to be remoting units and just firing around them, because this is just something we do for fun. Plus, I bumped up their health, so now they won't get one-tapped, so it's a bit nicer for them. Plus, these things literally sound like Spud guns, the French guns from World War I Remembrance. It's kind of funny. He hit me in the arm. There I go in the face. So it looks like Zope was able to get out. He was waiting for the cook-off to end, that's why. And I'll also be quick to delete bodies behind them, but I'll give them a few seconds. Like medic bodies and stuff, I'll try to keep those. Otherwise, we work with what we got. Also, we do have multiple minefields in this AO, so... Got one over there, for example, one over here, and we'll get there when we get there. Also, my AI were lagging in response commands. That's interesting.
What did they break already?
So their gun truck decided to flip. He pinged me, but he didn't get out, so I was waiting for him to get out, and then Zope went up and tried to tow him, and then I looked away, and then they, yeah.
This happened, gotcha.
Yeah.
Got a bunch of late joiners, apparently there were issues with... Been trying to help them out, so... Right here...
Yeah, so when I remote control the squad leader, all these guys will come out of the garrison because of the type of AI I'm using. I'm using a synchronization module. And they're doing a really good job peppering this place with grenades. I'm gonna throw one back. Ooh, I just got shot in the face. That grenade lands right back there. Blows up one of them. But they cleared that out very, very well. Jester and I have each other set up on auto-host lists, that's why. I'm gonna go ahead, delete that noise. We'll go ahead, delete the bodies back here, and it's just gonna be watching the players constantly move up here. So they're popping more grenades. I got this squad now coming up. They're engaging with each other. A little bit of a mass cas up here. This medic is down. Caleb's playing this up very fast and loose, and you hear the signal whistles going off as some medics are staying behind to deal with additional casualties. So if they die, they just run up the road. Yeah, so Caleb grabbing one of the auto rifles. He likes to play us a little meta-y. I think this guy's shooting through those reeds right there. Zope running up on his own. These guys are all behind a cannon right here as we got some guys walking around in the back here. Otherwise, it's been a unified line. And this machine gunner just right here sticking his gun through the building. I don't think he'll fire, though. Yeah, so one of them noticed that the gun's right there. Yeah, I'm gonna pull this guy out the angle. He is clearly shooting through that area. He's about to get mowed down by that Madison gunner, yep. And these guys are still dealing with that grenade throw I pulled up here. Alright, meanwhile, you got the armored car engaging units over here. I'm going to spray at it with this machine gun. We're gonna pretty much be at a stalemate. Because he's not gonna be able to get around in here. Oh, oh, nope. I thought I was hit there, but no, I'm still up.
Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we?
This means he's gonna burn all of his ammo. Wow, okay, that's not what I wanted you to do, but trying to get him off because the guns are gonna do that little block one frame level thing, and okay, yeah, sure. Just run out of the trench, why don't you?
Give him a warm welcome, shall we?
But again, this is just a matter of spawning in the mobile squads here and there.
Reçu 5 sur 5.
To try to slow down, because if I had them all spawned, everything else is spawned, so. That guy just got his head blown off. Send in Goat Team 6 now. And this is a live tank. But ProLabs, thanks for the 13-month resub. Hope you keep enjoying the ops, and I hope you get a kick out of this. That grenade actually made it dismount. Wow. That's impressive. Wow, you just saw DaVincer bayonet that guy. Nice. Grenade went off. Now you got some people just being mobile in these buildings, as well as a few guys still being active up here. I'm going to go ahead and delete the line of bodies behind them. We have someone up there. And we still have a few guys back here. I think this is the command group because they got multiple medics. And they're taking fire from this one dude over here who is, yeah, no, he could see him through and he just got shot. It's really, I'm just trying to make sure that there's none of that, you know, they shoot through the grass like what happened with that one machine gunner. But ProLabs, thanks for the 13-month resub, my man. I hope you keep enjoying the operations, and I hope you get a kick out of this one. I just tried to throw my grenade out. See if I can get this gun. The turn rates are so slow. But I'm probably gonna get him, like, knocked over or something. Yeah, I'm not gonna use these guns anymore because they just knock themselves over when they fire. And it looks like that armored car backed up because of those cannons. I'm waiting for my these long-range guns to start getting aggro because they will start shooting at armor when it leaves that town. Really, what that armored car is meant for is it's going to help the players kind of get their foothold. Yeah, so their health is a little more nice, I would say, is the best way to put it. But this tank's going to be a bit more of a threat.
3 months down, many more to go. XD.
Oh, do they? Wow, that's funny. One more example of why the World War I mod is, silly. That guy got shot. Got one of the minefields over here. Revenant, thanks for the 3-month resub. 3 months down, many more to go. Glad to hear it, man. Thank you so much. I hope you keep enjoying the operations, and I hope you get a kick out of this one.
C'est reçu.
But I wanted to make something that wasn't too entrenched, but at the same time showed that, you know, they had a few hours to dig in before, you know, the attack happened.
En route.
And then sometimes when you copy these guys, it breaks their language, because some of them are, you know, saying contact man as in infantry. So I think I just blew Silver Dragon up. Yeah. This thing reloads so slowly. Like, you know, I'm staring right at him. I didn't give the French guys knives. I regret it, though. Hello. Yeah, DeVincer's medical is a bit too nice. But, you know, if people are running up on their own, I will boop them. Now I got that guy taking cover. I got Wasber running up here.
When
I think that grenade didn't go through the window like I wanted it to. Yeah. How many times have I shot at them with this tank? Maybe the rounds are just going way off. I don't know. What? What is he? I see, yeah. So, you know, the Japanese weren't the only ones with bonsai suicide charges, guys. I mean, the Germans employed them too, to pretty good effectiveness. I got nothing to say. Zope's gonna try to fix him. He probably is, because our medical's very forgiving. But yeah, there you go. That's you've learned something now. Long live the I don't know, something like that.
Reçu.
I'm gonna go ahead, delete bodies behind them, and just kind of shake my head and go, okay, that's where we're at today. I'm gonna grab this guy, get out of him. That's gonna make his whole garrison collapse, maybe. Yep. And DeVincer's still bleeding out over here. Meanwhile, the armored car just killed that guy. I was gonna throw a grenade at him. But yeah, these missions are pretty fun, but if you run off on your own with no one to support you, I do try to make sure that you get oofed. You know, you gotta stay with the main force, because, you know, realistically, it's World War I. You aren't gonna be able to fight 20 dudes. And if you do, you're a legend, man. Otherwise, we got this small group coming up right here. DeVincer, no one's still found him yet, because he's gonna bleed out slowly. Wasver, I didn't kill, though. That was just the AI. I was trying to kill him, admittedly.
This isn't a one life, is it?
No. That was funny. The suicide on the tank. That was cute.
Got 2 tanks. That was a second one. have any individual markings for the command vehicle, do you?
I don't think the mod has it. I mean, it was only...
Or something. The
Huh?
tow could cause issues if we ram it with the scout car.
I mean, the armored car already tipped over and they tried to tow it to fix it and it blew up both vehicles, so I tread with caution with this mod. But, you know, you do you. Trial and error. The Vincer's still not rescued. Calum, he's bled out. I think Bavarian's working on his own. I got some dudes out here. I'm just trying to watch this grass again to make sure no one gets shot from the flank. And I'm going to make this fight in town a bit hectic.
Reçu. En route.
Yeah, something for the Kaiser. Yeah, right? Yeah, the Russian sniper with the crazy amount of kills, but we don't have any snipers here. Alright, it's just all this. Now, you know what would be real... Oh, there goes Wasber. Let me see...
I typed it in chat, but the tanks have the Katibas from Vanilla.
Yeah, thank you for that. I got rid of them. It was just 2 static ones.
Asper, this is the command vehicle, you know, the mobile respawn.
Is it?
There is no mobile respawn. You just spawn back here. I stated that in the beginning.
Okay. Good then. You can blow this up then.
I'd prefer not. Let's see if these guys will actually fire. Oh, baby. I have no idea where those rounds are gonna go. Oh, those were dead on. Oh, wow. So I'm thinking they might be getting keyholed from right here. I did hear that machine gun burst, but he was running up to here, so might have been broken off. I think those guys were shot by that dude peeking out right there. You're in this machine gunner fire, but I think it's at the troops that are pushing up to that position. Meanwhile, armored car has pushed up right there. It's gonna be a target for grenades. So she's firing back. I'm gonna ready the cannons here as my artillery. And we're gonna start making that vehicle think twice about where it's going. So since they're not technically artillery pieces, you have to use the suppress fire module. You know, they're actual cannons, and maybe they'll work again. I think they're still reloading, actually. I'm hearing reloading noises. Yeah. So they take more than a few seconds to reload. So I'm being quick with bodies. I'm gonna have these guys try to come around.
En route.
A lot of people are down over here. Medic's working on Zope. Dowling's working on that guy. They gotta keep pulling that security, though.
En route.
Otherwise, things might get very, very messy. I'm gonna throw grenades. Yep, so vehicle backed off. And let's see if the Vics are done reloading yet. Again, I want that artillery call by fire. I still hear them reloading. I think because they're cycling rounds and they're set to a different one. I don't know, it's weird because they worked the first time and then they'll never work again. Oh, well, at least we know they are active, so when that Vic starts driving around in the open over here, it will get engaged, which is the important part.
Entendu.
So, squad went over on the right here, decided to clear out this position. That's good. Left flank here is getting a little shot up here. They do have a mass cas. Actually, no, they've only got 2 people down now. The medics are brought back up. That's good. We do have another entrenchment over there. I'm going to have these guys charge.
En route.
And we're still taking care of bodies behind them. Yep, so there's the cannons firing at that car now.
Confirmé.
Yeah, I gotta find a different solution for the attached commands. Now you're hearing those cannons firing again. And Zope gets blown away, so does Dowling. Because of that armored car. So yeah, guns are locked in now. They will fire on their own, and this is where that armored car is going to stop being useful. Meanwhile, other squad coming around here. MG, a little late to the party. I thought he was changing out his weapon. He still has his Madsen, though. Gonna delete the bodies in the trenches. Meanwhile, back here, I'll get rid of the target module now. The AI are gonna go for blood on their own now. And I've got another squad coming up. That'll provide some extra QRF. What I want to see now is this right flank start closing in on the eastern side of the town here, because technically this is south. And they get this area clear, and then they keep pushing. Meanwhile, DeVincer, he's up on his own. Armored car getting hit, still at full health. Those rounds are firing. Armored car needs to realize that it is attracting trouble, so it needs to stay away from the infantry. DeVincer just ran up, I think bayoneted a dude. He is completely acting on his own. More rounds going off on this armored car. They're trying to figure out what's going on, but that hill is perfect for Overwatch in this area. So armored car now coming down to engage the infantry that are over here. If I could, I would try to pull them to the right, but since they're in combat, they're not going to do anything. Best they are going to do, though, is they're going to shoot up at some of the infantry that are coming by, and the armored car has to make sure he doesn't accidentally hit any of his buddies. So we still have a multitude of trench lines to go. But for now, the only minefields that could be a potential issue are the ones over here. You're going to notice this isn't even garrison, that's just for show. Maybe that armored car is going to realize soon that it's not that useful. Caleb now running by, throws a quick grenade. That goes down right there. He's going to get a few kills with that. Nope, just one. The fence stopped the others. And they're now firing with handguns here. Caleb cleans that guy up. This guy dodges. And he's trying to shoot a different guy, and Caleb just takes his knife out and stabs the shit out of him. Alright, but meanwhile, with how the AI are, players pretty much have control of this town. I'm going to go ahead and delete a few more bodies back there. I can delete the ones in this trench line as well. And I'm going to remote this guy to get these guys out of the building over here. I think he just armored himself on the door frame. Hearing the cannons firing again. We got a few, nope, just Frost's body here. The rest of them are staying in this trench line. Got a few guys down here that are trying to hold the line. I got this guy over here as these guys are camping out on this blown out church. And I'm gonna just keep occasionally spawning squads to, you know, go up there. Because this is technically deep in the enemy's line. The border itself is about right here. And then that first stop we did 3 weeks ago was in this area to kind of break through. So this is meant to be like a Blitzkrieg-style raid on that airfield. So artillery firing again. I don't think the cars realize that they are indeed the target. If those cannons do get a direct hit, it will spell certain doom for the armored car. Chad Thunderman is getting shot at by this rifleman over here who can't seem to aim properly. Big's gotten on this repeating cannon here. He's able to deal with the recoil, though, since he's firing downhill. And we're hearing those cannons firing off again. Those cannons could also aggro on that gun. You might have realized it. Armored car firing once again. Round landing over here because the armored car is baiting shots into the infantry again, making this Maskaz even more of a Maskaz. Medic is still up, though, but yeah, out of 5 people, 1's dead, 3 are down. That is most certainly a Maskaz, but now another medic has come over to help. That might have been Zope running down from spawn. But that's getting very messy over there. This rifleman's still up. Oop, tree got in the way. Otherwise, we just still have the squads kind of coming up. It's only Devincer and Caleb, 2 guys that have been running out. Now they're working together, and that's gonna help them out. Oh, Devincer's platoon sniper because he's got the scoped gun, but he's the one out in front of everyone. That's kind of funny. Well, we got, you know, just a few guys trying to retreat. No, this guy's actually pushing back. These rifle squads are still going strong. Caleb's going low, Devincer's staying high. They're trying to shoot at who they can, and they're going to now advance. They got to be careful, though. I do have some static trench lines here. Now that they're starting to get closer to the airfield, I can spawn in a few more things. Just some extra planes. I didn't want to spawn them in a little earlier because every frame kind of counted. We've been keeping the frames above 25 for this scenario, so I've been pretty happy about that. I kept the AI count in the mission file to below 150, anticipating 30 to 40 players, which means we'd get about 20 to 25 frames until they clear through the town. Now the frames, if we were to do a quick head count, probably going to be, nope, still 20 to 25. It's because we're still in the town, that's why. So, players have now gone on the eastern side of town. They're going to clear up on the right. They could potentially try to use the forest to sneak around and avoid these trench lines. If I catch wind of that, I will move them back. Meanwhile, cannons... Not sure. I think they missed. They were aiming for the armored car and just happened to hit the vehicle Caleb and Devincer were in. Meanwhile, I still got infantry groups coming up. That guy... oh, no, he did die. And these guys checking back on this trench line. And we're starting to see some rounds go up into the infantry up here. And some of these guys are caught in the open, but this is distracting them from the Maskaz back here, which isn't so much as a Maskaz anymore. Only Wasber's down, and Luxie should have them. But the rest of these guys are up. There are 4 medics back here. Look at that. Now, the issue is the infantry right here going to cut these guys off, or are they going to take the long way around, which is safer? The AI are kind of getting caught in the open right here and just getting cut down. I'm going to spawn in an additional squad back here and start running them in. But the trick is to always spawn them out of the player's point of view and kind of have them move in from off the side, because then it makes it more realistic. So far, not as many KIAs as I thought I'd see. But that's probably because of the new medical. They might have run out of blood for Wasber, or they picked him up because he's receiving blood and just hasn't woken up yet. The issue, though, is that we have these guys right here, and if they run direct, it's going to get very, very messy. I put a few shots in him. I'm gonna have these guys charge the blown out church here. See what happens when I break them apart. You see them doing a bit of a... Don't even know. They're running away from it, even though I told them to move in here. Meanwhile, Dr. Boom getting his gun out to show everyone why he is called Dr. Boom, and proceeds to blow off a few people's faces. Alright, I'm gonna spawn another squad. I'm going to try to keep it to about 2, maybe 4 squads mobile, but in, you know, 2 groups of 2 squads. And then this guy, he is now pulling back, because he is all that's left of... Oh, no, it's because I broke his squad apart.
Copy.
I'm going to have this guy on the machine gun. I am going to turn him left, and I'm going to start suppressing down where the players are. Just so I can burn the ammo here. As you can see, he has quite a bit of stripper clips. How are you guys doing? As I Wow, dude, you decided to go prone right in front of my machine gun. What a specimen. Oh, now he gets up in front of the machine gun. You gotta love the AI. So far, it's been a bit of a slow Monday. So we're hearing that already firing off again. It's because it's over here. Vic is still good, but I think it's still a little... Yeah, it's being keyholed on the right. Barbarian gets shot. But it's kind of making it so that they're shelling the town, dealing with hostiles that are coming in. I'm going to make this trench go mobile. So I'm going to remote this guy, have him walk around a little bit. It's going to activate the rest of... Oh, he got shot. There we go. Now they're going to start shooting back. So these guys in defensive position will be able to deal with the 2 squads of QRF5 coming. That's good to see. And let's go ahead and delete the bodies back here. So they're dealing with these guys pretty well. I also really like these types of trenches because the AI don't tend to spawn in on them. But anyway, more artillery coming down. That one blowing away Zope, Dowlane, and even hitting Stewie over here. I don't think they made the realization that the artillery's after that armored car. So they got to keep away from it and vice versa. I think Caleb's running up to yell at him now. He's one of the guys that could potentially figure something out like that. He's one of the players I do trust to understand the metagame very well. Meanwhile, this French guy showing off his levitation skills from his school of wizardry in Hogwarts or whatever, and he was floating up a bit to keyhole some of these guys. And doesn't look like anyone's down because of it. Oh, no, this guy is. It's hard to tell who my machine gunners are now because they loot the French ones. Otherwise, medics back here, they're working on Barbarian. Meanwhile, other people are suffering. And I'm hearing mines go... Oh, you silly biscuits. You ran into the minefield. I was wondering where my third minefield was. Yeah, no, that's what happens when AI run into mines. They explode. Silly, silly AI. Otherwise, those 3 medics are still back here. We got a 5th medic up here because the 4th medic's bleeding out back here. I think Caleb's now running up possibly to do some triage. And he just saw that Stewie's down over here. And we just had more strikes come in. And that was the armored car driving into the infantry lines and getting some of the infantry shot. Silver Dragon, meanwhile, is the only one that's run up here. His armored car in the open now as the cannons are trying to hit him. So he's going to stay mobile. I just saw another round come in. Oh, there we go. That was a ricocheting hit. I think it just actually bounced into the minefield because I thought I heard a mine explode there. But yeah, medics are going to have their work cut out for him because the Vic just drove through and got a lot of people blown up. More rounds now coming in. Another hit on that Vic. It is still okay though. I'm honestly surprised. That's been two hits and it's not showing. There is a little bit of damage, but there's no hull damage and whatnot. Then again, these World War I Vics, they're not really advanced in their models, so I'm not surprised it's getting hit. The issue is, as they drive back, now they're going to cause the infantry to get hit by stuff. And it's just going to make this that more messy. Something just bounced off. And medics are now over here. They're doing their best. Looks like we did have a reinsert. That would be Stewie. And he is looting bodies. But Silver, with the help of that armored car, was able to clear this trench. And now he's driving down here. And I have no idea what he's going for. See those cannons firing off again. They're trying to hit him. I don't get it.
En route.
That's exactly why I had the cannons, because I don't want the Vic driving out in front. still had a shit ton of ammo. So when he's being mobile, he can't really hold still. He's at half of his HP. Now he's gonna try to go through the trench right there. But yeah, the infantry don't really have any AT capabilities. That's what the cannons are for. Let's see, got a few other guys. That might have been Rex joining. No, that was Chad dead. So they're probably gonna have a reinsert Vic to drive up. Yeah, he just did a slide right there. And I gotta wonder how much ammo this guy has left. Doesn't even give me an ammo counter. If we were to do a rough guess, he could have anywhere from 70 to 85% of his ammo left. It's another bad hit. Since they're only doing like 10 to 15% damage, probably because they're HE rounds and not AP, but now he's at 38% HP. And he's driving into the infantry again. Oh, you silly, silly goose. He's down to 33. He can only be out there for a little longer. He needs to be driving cover to cover. Identify that the smoke's up there. He is honestly getting blown to smithereens at this rate.
Bien reçu.
Gonna delete a few more bodies. Looks like most of them are still getting people up. We still got those nasty casualties down, and the truck's now coming. We're at 33. That next volley didn't land any hits. No, the armor car does not respawn. That would be very, very OP. World War I, it's really difficult to balance out all the AT. Don't know why Wasber's pinging me. If it's something serious, he can use side chat. Ooh, that was a hit. Now he's down to 30. It was a weak hit, though. The issue is I don't want them to cause a stray round to go into the friendly infantry here. I'm just driving super far back. So this is going to let my troops have a second to kind of form up here. Meanwhile, some more rounds coming in. Car didn't take any damage. I think they hit a bush. And, or shrapnel from those rounds hit. Otherwise, now these guys are going to have to debate how to charge this. They're going to be scared about the cannons. We just saw one round almost come in. And now the infantry are starting their charge. So I'm going to set up 2 patrols back here, have some infantry ready to come down the forest over here when I need them. Otherwise, I am starting to run out of room to put my units here.
Entendu.
Looks like some guys, they pushed up to this little bit of defilade. They're looking left. That's good. Probably going to see Calum in there. Nope. Okay. Usually I see Calum front running with Devincer so far. So they're cycling them out. I think these guys have realized that those cannons are going to solely focus on them because they were the group that charged a frickin' trench line here. Oh, here's Calum. No, he's way up. And he got blown away and he's dead. So main players are still back here. I think they're trying to make a plan. Some guys have already run up. Everyone else is just still back here. I don't think no one stepped up to be GC, so no one's just demanding people to go in a certain direction, so everyone just kind of bumble hecking around, you know? Just about what you see in these types of ops, though. I try to make it fun for, you know, a group of people when they don't need a GC, but, you know, still gotta work with it. Another hit coming close by. Didn't seem to land, though. And it sucks, because Calum waited like 20 seconds. He had 2 medics that would have come up to assist him. Now they got a machine gunner suppressing into this house, stopping the forward element. Meanwhile, these guys are going to move into the forest and circumvent some of the trench lines, which is going to work up until my inner trench lines here. Or if they keep going, I'll go into here. I just don't want a fight to come in right here, because then it'll get messy. Furthermore, if they go up this field, I will have the guns start lighting them the heck up. No, they're deciding to just do a massive circumvention of the AO. Alright.
Confirmé.
I'll spawn a few things to stop them. I think because they got scared about the artillery attacking. That's why. So I had to pull up some guards on the left here. But this is going to cause a bit of a separation in the player base. Almost half of their medical personnel. Actually, we got 1 medic back here, probably reinserting. 2 medics on the left and 2 on the right. That armored car is still getting engaged. That was another hit, only for 3% though. They're firing the machine gun. Oh, are you gonna drive up to infantry and get him killed again, DeVincer? You need to get away from that thing, buddy. Every time we see smoke up there, it means a round's going by. That was only a 1% hit. Wow. Isn't that something? Oh, screw it. I'll have him come up the forested route here.
Reçu. Entendu.
He's showing the rear of the Vic now. Oh! Good hit. 13%. There's another hit right there. Down to 12. That thing's not going to survive another few volleys. Hope they enjoyed it while it lasted. See, what's crazy, though, is, oh, now everything's orange when it's, like, at, like, 13, 12% HP. Then everything goes to orange. World War I item damage models are so weird. The guns are super quiet. Saw that round coming. Barbarian's pulling back with the Vic, realizing that that Vic's under fire. And he might now trade with them, and they might start shooting at the transport truck. It's hard to tell. Barbarian got out. He's in cover now, so now they're gonna just fire at Lolo's Vic once again. More heavy hits going down. Barbarian hugging that truck with his life. It's a smart call, but I'm gonna start spawning infantry squads directly on the airfield. I gotta ignore that for now.
Compris.
It's having a lot of fire coming down, and they might try a left flank approach. No, they're just coming on the left side. And even this this gun would starting to fire at him. So that's just all my AT capability. They're in the open right now. Rounds landing all over.
Copy that.
I'm gonna divert these guys. I'm gonna get this guy out. So just have them take a step. And then these two I'll try to have pull around. Armored car now sticking back here. Still exposed. Trying to get in some tree cover. Now these guys are set up in these buildings. And now I technically know they exist.
Bien reçu. Confirmé.
So Barbarian driving that Vic. into enemy infantry, thinking they're his friendlies, realizing his mistake, and is now pulling to the left. Oh, man. Look at this guy. 4% HP. He gets hit by 1 or 2 more rounds, he's done. Meanwhile, I'm trying to have this squad leader come around. They're still below defilade here. Oh, he's driving close to friendly infantry. Oh, that could have been bad if they were baiting him. And now he's running, he's sliding into... Oh my god. See, those rounds can injure and knock down friendly infantry, though. Looks like barbarians grouped up with theirs, so the smaller group of infantry has more medics than the bigger group of infantry. Because reasons. I'm gonna do an infantry charge right there. And he's just running over my infantry. Ay. What's their percentage? They're still at 4. They have to be at red everything. Yep, okay. They've had their fun. That was another hit. They're at... Nope. Okay, they're still at 4. Putting way too much focus on that armored car. These guys, meanwhile, ran up. They just shot at Blue Fabbit.
I'm good.
He only had 1 bullet left. I was gonna run up and shoot Luxie in the face. I love it when they forget about units.
Copy that. Understood.
They're keeping mobile. You gotta give them that. They're doing a good job. Gotta be careful where they shoot, though, because now they're shooting into friendlies. I think I just realized this was a minefield. Oh, and there's the hit! Oh! Obi-Red trying to get out, but the cook-off. Oh, it's graphic. Oh. There's body parts everywhere. There's grenades cooking off. Look at these grenades. Oh, that's brutal. They're very, very dead, I'm afraid. But finally, that armored car goes down. I'm going to spawn up the squad back here. We're going to have it start coming in down to the airfield itself.
En route.
And now we have these infantry coming down. Giant, he's looting bodies. The Vincer's also... No, I think he's playing sniper. So we're going to remind him. Hi. Oh, he stabbed me and I frickin' blew his chest out. Ooh. He tried. I'll give it to him. But again, the emphasis on where's your buddy? Where are your friendlies? Now this guy's bandaging and Giant doesn't even notice. I see him. Oh wow, I just hit him in the back. It's just a matter of, I try to keep everyone to stick together here. Lolo, there's no way. Look at all the rednecks. I'm just gonna respawn him. Because he's dead. He is, without a doubt, dead. And you can't tell me otherwise. Alright, so now this force is coming up. These guys might still stick to the forest here. I mean, that's why I do have this far eastern trench line, just in case they tried, but... Yeah, that's gonna just leave them in a giant open field, but I might not have the defilade on them to actually engage them.
Any more coming?
Alright, so I'm just debating, and I am now going to delete more bodies here. I'm gonna keep that Vic cooking off, though. It just makes such a nice noise. And these guys, I think they're getting their binocs up to look at those guns. I think they've realized that, yeah, they're in the proper defilade where these can't... well, this one could. But that one on the right, for example, definitely has lost eyes. That's probably why only 2 kept firing, because one of them just knocked themselves back. And no, they're going to ditch their friends and keep going up a different vector. That's very selfish.
Compris. Bien reçu. Bien reçu.
Calum is now braving the gauntlet. They're gonna be aggroed now because the Arakar was, you know, doing some silly stuff. And let's see, Dowling bringing Silver back. 2 medics right there ready to go. Medic is patching up other people. But yeah, 3 of the medics, man. And I think it's safe to respawn to Vincer. You know, if you get 2-tapped, you're not waking up. So, I don't think that Vic got hit. He was just deploying the infantry. Sorry to Vincer, if you're alone, I'm gonna play with you. You did bayonet me as I pulled the trigger and blew your insides out. Well, these guys don't have bayonets. Yeah, and these guys are just overextended. I mean, look, they're aiming at different dudes right here next to their line. Like, this is ridiculous. Completely ignoring these AI because he's aggroed on a guy back here. I think that's crazy. Roger. But yeah, no, rest of the players still coming around. It's kind of leaving these guys to die. I have everything in reserve. I think they might be trying to just come around to hit these cannons. Speaking of, cannons firing, I think to try to hit Calum's Vic. Yep. Making a nice drive to hell compared to the other one. Yeah, they're way off the arrow. I got nothing to aggro on them. And I don't know what happened there. I think he ran over to Vincer or something.
Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we?
But I'm gonna get these guys out of the trench over here. Just have them go mobile. I think they're doing ammo checks and whatnot. You can still hear those cannons firing. And Fabit is now taking the route to get back to his group because he probably died. And these Chads are still getting through everything. Yeah, I think they're going for the guns back there. But hey, if I was in this group of people, I mean, that's just more guys for me to shoot. Pick up one of those French Lafayette machine guns and go ham. But no, once combat starts right there, a lot of stuff's going to descend on them, and I will try an encirclement maneuver. But that's going to pull the resistance from this flank, because I'm going to think that now this is a distraction force. Yeah, there's nothing stopping me from just aiming the cannon down. But I'm not going to do that to him. Because that would literally wipe that wave. But that would also prove that there's no way to get up there. We have another squad coming down. These guys still doing medical. They've been through hell because they're 8 dudes doing the AO. More shots coming down as Calum running another reinsert into play here. Come on, someone needs to aggro. Oh, yep, okay. Nope, they aggroed. All right, I need a gunshot now for... There it is.
En route. En route. Entendu. En route.
A farther squad back here.
Confirmé. Compris. En route.
Going way off the grid. Fabit now over here. Keep those guys in a patrol. I got 2 guys stuck in a building over here. Again, trying to pull units off.
Bien reçu.
Now you got these guys fighting in deep here. No entrenchments.
Entendu. En route.
Aye. So now we got a bit of a pincer maneuver here, which force split, not much I can do. Devincer trying to get up to the group over here. That's good to see. And this squad's still sticking in the trench. I can't, yeah, Shuffai, I can't say shit's hat, you know? So, good grenade throw. I'm gonna return the favor. Pop a few up here. There's a hotkey for a countermeasure to be deployed. I really wish we had an actual, like, grenade throw ability. Now I got these guys back here engaging, and, you know, all these squads about to come around. So some of them were pulling back, but yeah, that's going to let these guys now break up into the airfield, as these guys pretty much run distraction. Yeah, no, so these guys' orders are going to be to go up to that. Fabit is, yeah, he was shot to death by probably someone over here. These guys, now that they are... Suppose they got a few dudes down, 3 dudes actually. Not enough to officially consider a mass cas, but they're about to have pretty much a platoon on them. Silver rolling on his own. I'm going to be a little nicer to these guys because, you know, they're doing the AO properly. I thought these guys were going to go for, like, a, you know, a flank and then assist, but no, they just decided to hit those cannons, which, again, good idea, but just means they failed to PID the fact that, these cannons were going for the vehicle and not the infantry. So we still got 4 guys stuck in those trenches. These guys are engaging what they can. They just got to form up as a squad and continue pushing. These guys are now pretty much on fight for your life. Medics are going to have to work hard on who they can here. They dragged over one of the bodies. They're focusing on the machine gunner. Chad goes down as the French now begin encircling. Railbird gets birded. So you got this machine gunner up here just kind of shooting into the trees here. Bullet got deflected off the gun. 1 round came in and hit. And he goes down. That group is gonna pretty much become piecemeal. Gonna have that squad in there. Oh yeah, no, Tootie's been here since the beginning. If his account didn't get hacked, he'd have one of the little, like, founders tags and whatnot. Devincer also doing what he can to try and snipe these turrets. So he's making these turrets actually freak the heck out. Eventually, I will have southern reinforcements. I'm going to have them go up to that position because I want the cannons defended more than anything. Planes, I still got a good amount of stuff here, but once the airport starts getting challenged, I'll have to pull some of the stuff down. That's because cannons can be used to easily blow up the planes here, so logically, I want to defend these more. And I'm now going to order a charge of the infantry.
C'est reçu.
It's a lot of dudes down. This entire group might have got... Yeah, no, they've been... Wow. That entire force got wiped.
Does it want to? How far did you guys
That guy I'm gonna kill off because he's stuck.
Like they were attacking the guns. See that trench mark?
Those are... Yeah.
The southern side of the airfield? I think that's what it is.
I can't go there. I can take you up to the edge of the town and then you just follow where...
Dowling just got his head blown off because we got an entrenched squad up here. They've gotten some of the guys off of the anti-tank guns, though, which is good.
I don't think so.
Alright, we're going to begin a massive amount of manual reinserting here because they got wiped.
That's fun.
Yeah, you gotta get on the left side, my bad.
I tried to get fucking back in black over the hill.
Yeah, I died horribly.
Oh,
really?
I got back up again. Shot 3 or 4 of them, but...
Grab your own truck, I can't take everyone.
Grab another truck.
More.
Still waiting on Frost. I think he was one of the first guys down, so he might have gone AFK for a bit. Meanwhile, we just have this group of Chads still in here, still alive. But now that these guys are going to report that things are A-okay, I'm going to send these 2 squads.
Confirmé.
And we're going to start refortifying the airfield now that that attack wave has been repelled.
Confirmé.
Hey, bums. Welcome to your first live one, then.
He died. Did
En
everybody
route.
die on that hill? Because I think there were, what, 20 guys?
Reçu 5 sur 5.
We were surrounded.
Oh, we were? That bad? We were also in a very nasty valley.
So to explain... actually, no, you guys can go. I'll explain in debrief.
Bye, Liru.
Bye! Drive fast! Those cannons like vehicles, not infantry! So it looks like they sent a runner back here to check things out. They're seeing that Dowling and Stewie are down. Those cannons are active once more. And I'm gonna now delete even more bodies back here. Caleb doing his best to drive around. Took a nasty hit with that vehicle. He is now getting out some of the infantry on that dismount. Is that a tow rope? Yep, so tow rope is out. It didn't swarm enough. What's my favorite car brand? I'm not a car person. I don't really know. I don't know anything about cars, to be perfectly honest. I don't have one. I just Uber everywhere. I'm a pleb. But no car payments and car insurance, so... I'm winning, and since Corona is out and, you know, there's no reason to have it, even better. Cannons are now raining down. Are they gonna try to... Oh, now they're trying to drive. Oh, you silly, silly billies. Trying to serpentine down the freaking road. That's amazing. Well, if the rounds don't get him, the shrapnel might. now they're driving up to where the rest of the infantry are. They can't lose speed. Now a machine gun's shooting at them. Now they're dismounting. Oh, no. What did you expect? You just dismounted in front of a bunch of cannons. What did you honestly expect would happen? I love how the medic made it out of everybody. I cannot believe Wasper just tried to argue that he got armored. No, you... What did you think the explosions were? Is my intelligence really that... No, you're right. Arma did get you. A-R-M-A apostrophe.
Then there was one.
I can't believe they just tried to convince me that Arma blew up their truck when they dismounted in front of 3 cannons that were firing on them as they were driving down the road. That was...
No, I was hoping they'd stop at the edge of town like I did.
Yeah.
Now we only have 1 truck, so if this whole squad dies again, they're gonna have to walk. Or we index, I don't know.
Well, it's funny, because 2/3 of the player base has been trying to, be cheeky.
I noticed, because there was a whole squad here.
And, yeah, they got spotted, so everything I had in the rear that I would have spawned in to hit the airfield, I just spawned in early and swarmed them.
Another.
But yes, Liru, my screen had me doing the skydiving fall.
Then we'll talk about it in debrief, but
It's cool.
I can't heal you when you're in the front of 3 cannons that are just gonna blow you up again.
I'm not complaining. I'm just letting you know. Yeah. Also, apparently, people couldn't hear me when I was trying to talk.
That's a big oof.
I was asking them to direct me. Did I just get yeeted on anybody else's screen?
Yeah, these guys have frickin' armor right in front of them. You'd have to keyhole, like, right there to get them. This guy's exposing a little more, but the wheel's gonna be part of the hitbox. You know? Meanwhile, I'm so proud of this squad. They've literally gone through the AO all right and dandy, and they're probably gonna get done with the airfield by the time everything goes down. Let's see, what do I have in terms of, where is your squad? Yeah, they're all the way over there.
Ah, fuck.
Reçu.
I'm running, aren't I?
Roger that. On the way.
Let's not have them do that. Let's have them kind of intermingle without going in the open. I'll diversify them a little more. Yeah, Liru's so proud. Yeah, these guys got the best experience, so good for them. Cannon's firing again. Halem's trying to drop a dude off, that's why. Yep, no, they're going right up for those cannons. I just love how we have all these bodies here, though, to show that big fight. DeVincer's still trying to get sniper shots on him. He's determined, I'll give him that. He did hit one guy up here, though. That's made the rest of them kind of get down. It's a good call. But yeah, now that the airfield's under attack, I don't really have anything to send. I'm just gonna say I had more QRF coming, because technically everything to the south is Allied territory. But you know, when I'm forced to spawn in my QRF early, I'm running out of ideas. Luxie, meanwhile, caught out in the open. Again, I already said I'm being nicer to these guys, but at the same time, I don't even have anything I could remote and, you know, shoot him that would notice him. You know, that I could argue. Barely. I think he's trying to glean bodies for medical, so there's a dead medic up there. How many machine gunners do we have now? 1, 2, 3. Not bad. This broke. Didn't notice that. Yeah, three French machine gunners are just mowing everyone down. There's the truck. He's gonna have to find a place to pull off on the side here. There's one more cannon shot. Ooh, you heard the whistle of that one. These guys are gonna go up on that position.
We'll go.
Oh. Did you not learn your mistake the first time? Honestly? Did we? Okay. Einstein's definition of insanity. Okay. Okay. I got nothing. I was in the other car. Calem's in the other car. Still making that work, thank God. I think they just found that Vic and drove it down thinking it would be a freebie. And we still got the cannons. Also have the cannons up there in case they try to board any of these aircraft and do some silly stuff with it. So those two squads coming in on foot. These guys caught in the valley once again. Chad is down. Got a few guys coming down the valley here. Blown away with secondaries. Alright, so I'm gonna... No, they're starting to come up to this back line. I'll delete some of the riflemen bodies, but they seem to take a particular like to looting the other ones. On the way. Charge him. His machine gun buddies are going to save him. Alright, so that squad's getting engaged, but I got these two other squads that are going to start pushing in. I'm going to have them go to where the firing is. Because again, I don't have radios, I just got to guess. Devincer out in the open. Oh, he gets saved by his buddies. Get out of the... He's even friendly with you little shit. He's still getting shot at by this guy up here.
Compris. En route.
Oh, yeah, it's because they don't. Yeah, so again, there's nothing I can really do about it. I'll boop the help up a little bit, so hopefully that'll work, because these
tank
Vics...
shell hit it.
Yeah.
Cannon shell.
So I booped the health up just a touch, but if it gets hit again, I can't do anything.
And nothing pops up, which sucks.
Yeah. It's okay, the 8 players that did this... Yeah.
What do you do?
I put the health up.
Everything was white, now everything's red.
It still drives, right? all that
Probably
matters.
at less speed than I had no wheel, I think.
Progress.
Yeah, this is a lot less speed.
Progress! It's the best I can do. Should have a charge signal with the guns, yeah. I don't see anything over there, so yeah, they're not going in the open. That's smart. No, Caleb! Caleb, no!
Yeah, the only thing that kept me alive was the speed, which was gone.
Yeah. No, that thing was at like 15% HP, so I tried booping it up. But yeah, no, these things will like, they'll go to red when they're at like 10% HP. It's ridiculous. But if I try to fix them...
I got hit once with the first tank shell, that's why it was a 50, but everything was still white.
Yeah. But you know, every other vehicle would go to yellow at that point, you know?
Yep.
En route.
Yeah, so Frost, I think, went AFK. And now that they've got most of this cleared, I'm going to now delete the bodies back here. But overall, I think this has been pretty fun. Can't wait to see the feedback I get for it. Who complains over what. These guys are still pinned down on the right side. But at this rate, I mean, the other group of players is going to meet up with them. Yeah, now time for the Russian mode of transportation. I couldn't agree more. Alright, let's see if we can give someone a surprise. This is 47 millimeters. Sir, I believe you are dead. I'm gonna laugh if he actually, like, pokes his head out again. Oh, no, he immediately backed off. Yeah, that would be the smart thing to do. Oh, we got another player. Okay. Oh, but can he turn back fast enough? He's trying to grenade me. That's smart. Exact same thing just happened. And that time I hit him. Oh, no, you little bitch! I'm reloading! I'm reloading! Oh! Oh, you little jerk! No! No! I was reloading! Oh! Lucky! It's literally spamming the clicker. Dr. Boom showing his name and blowing the gun completely out of proportion. Other guy getting shot up here.
Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we?
Yeah, so these guys aren't even aggroing on the statics. Oh, that could change. They just turned. Have one fire back. Oh, because they're set to defend only now because they're being engaged. Oh yeah, so that round took the cannon out, caused one guy to go down. And now some of the infantry are charging up. This guy with his poor little pistols shooting at him. They don't even notice because it's so quiet. And these guys are coming up the same place. I left all the bodies here. Just as a nice little reminder. So I think these players, when they're in these, unless like you shoot them in the back, they're like completely invincible. But I'll let these grenades, if they make it in the bunker, I'll have that freak him out and he'll get out. So by now, these guys are gonna go up. And yeah, these guys, they're just looting bodies. Oh, that was a great grenade throw. Frickin' whatever the heck you call that gun. Oh, just... Yes, this guy's a grenadier. Ah, that's the one thing that would still put me out of Zeus.
Standing by.
We're gonna drive up there.
That one? There's a truck there.
Speed, quick, get into the car. Oh,
You just... That's not how you get in a car.
Every time you get into this side of the vehicle.
Caleb just did just fine, so...
Oh, but it's this particular seat.
Then Ace interact and get in a different seat.
But yes, the artillery bonked me 10 seconds after I got into that vehicle.
Eagle-eyed Frenchman.
So, Wasber, what have we learned?
Honestly, that your artillery's bullshit.
Okay.
Is that truck alive?
No.
And also,
No, that's the one you blew up the first time.
I didn't know that there was 3 cannons up here, but yes,
That's a lot of
and
dead
no one
friendlies.
could hear me. But yes, I drove into it, already in placement, which was not fun. So I will take credit that I fucked up. I guess we're doing debriefing game today?
Yeah, why not?
Oh, they're shooting at us, oh no.
Yeah, it's kind of funny.
They stopped for so long and now they're shooting at us. Now that Liru's come.
I set myself to invincible, but the truck ain't.
I figured.
They'll still live though, doesn't matter.
But we won't.
Truck won't.
Thank God those things are super hard to aim.
For the AI.
Well, if you just kept mobile, they wouldn't hit you.
Yeah, nope.
I was mobile the entire time. Doesn't help if they hit the wheel with this fucking shit.
Eventually, after how many reinsert runs did you do? Like 10? Eventually one's gonna hit.
I got hit twice before I blew up.
Oh no, they're shooting them in the air.
Up. They gonna do the holy salute? Run them over.
I was about to say, I'm just gonna start running people over if they're gonna drive up to me.
Okay, give me a
All right.
Kameraden.
Bye.
Let me check in Zeus if everyone's up here, because that's the AO. You guys have successfully taken the airfield. Well, Frost is AFK. He's been dead since the first Iopus flank attack failed.
I call bullshit on that. We
What was
flanked
bullshit?
And got surrounded. They charged headfirst into cannons and lived.
Yes,
I call
we
bullshit.
did.
flank with the entire force? Because that's what it looked like.
So, let's go over how the AO went down. So you guys started going through the town. You went around on the big hill on the northern side, which is what I intended because, you know, I had that squad trench that would have mowed you guys down. You then went up, you took the two guns head first, so that was cool. And then you proceeded to clear the rights, the first trench, and then just go through the town. First tank, someone blew up someone basically got a dismount on it because they put a grenade in the back where the engine was. Second tank, Calum suicided and managed to blow it up, so that was pretty funny. He got both tanks today, keck. But other than that, people started branching around, and then you guys found out that the cannons existed. They started painting at the armored car because they like to engage vehicles, not necessarily infantry, but you didn't know that. So it was meant to, because I knew your armored car would be with the infantry, it would fire close by, and that would be better than any targeting system I could make. Because I tried to do suppressing fire in the beginning, but it broke after the first salvo. So that happened. Armored car then drove around, eventually got picked off by the guns. Infantry decided to split off. 1/3 of the force did the AO in the intended route and was able to complete the AO before the other 2/3 of the infantry got up here because they got wiped and then came back, and by the time they got up here, the other force was already up here. But to explain what happened with the AI, if you take these cannons, if I were to look down, what can these cannons easily see?
Everything.
The trench line.
Yeah, but what am I pointing at? Someone want to say it?
Airfield.
The airfield. So if you take these cannons, you could easily shell the airfield. So what am I going to prioritize more until the actual airfield starts getting attacked? My cannons, right?
Right.
So I had some stuff in reserve because I was anticipating, you know, flanking you guys as you came up. But then Iopus's group came in. One of my flanking groups I had just in reserve saw them, and then I pulled everything off the 8 guys that were attacking, and I encircled because, you know, I don't want you to be able to steal my cannons from a commander POV. So they got wiped, reinserted. That caused all my stuff to pull back except for my garrisons in the trenches and at the airbase itself, which gave the 8 players that were going through that route a breather. They regrouped, got in one of the far western trench down on the airfield and just started going up on a linear route. Meanwhile, the other force was coming around, and we all met up here. So, yeah. Just again, I tried to treat these logically, but... Amazing.
Stop that. Caleb.
But I'm going to put the feedback thing up. I'm going to go ahead and index. Hope you guys had fun. If you got any questions, we'll go let Ground, Alpha Bravo go.
Great fun.
On the index.
Not open at the end!
Simmer! Don't fire at index.
Ooh, he shot me twice in the head.
Simmer.
Ooh.
God damn it.
Well, he missed the second one, but he still hit me once in the head.
Was that not supposed to do that?
No.
Yeah, no.
Never supposed to
It's
do that.
literally in the rules, dude.
That's one of the main rules.
Yeah, in this community, no.
Alright, my bad.
You were told to read the rules in order to get your T0.
I apologize. I forgot.
Alright. Since there's no Ground, Alpha, go ahead.
Alpha did rather well, all things considered, with no radios. Everyone stayed together. A couple times we got separated out, but thank you for interrupting, Simmer. Yeah, no, I don't know. Your squads were communicating a lot more effectively like they had radios, so just personal pet peeve.
Wait, what?
Your squads communicated like they had radios.
That's good. Cool. Glad that happened.
Okay.
Well, I mean, that's how the AO is supposed to go, right? Like, I'm not trying to be a sarcastic. I'm like, there are no radios, so.
Yeah, but you had squads that encircled us like they were communicating with radios.
No, they just followed the gunshots. Because there were gunshots past the airfield.
There were people who were shooting past the airfield.
Might have been from the trenches.
Bravo? Question mark.
Bravo, go ahead.
We had fun. The first half of the op, we sort of just followed Calum around the suicide charge positions. Worked out pretty effectively. I watched him pull the pin on a grenade and sit it on top of a tank and detonate it, which was very effective. We basically grouped up with command for most of the op. It was great having 4 medics in a squad. We were practically invincible, and we just ran around and killed shit. I don't think we had a Charlie, so I guess open?
Huzzah for the death charge.
Huzzah.
Oh, an MVP to Silva for gunning down thousands of Frenchies. That was amazing.
That was good times.
Fucking just nailed it. Fucking just charged with grenades and everything.
All right, that is that for the operation. I'm not going to address the other things that came up in that op, but otherwise, thank you so much for watching. You know, actually, no. Let me quickly address the airport thing. Why did I have squads in circle? Think about this logically. People have things called ears, okay? And I'm not trying to be sarcastic. I'm trying to be realistic here, all right? And loud noises come from a direction. So if you are told, hey, I'm going to station here, and then you hear gunshots, but you're like, hold on, those gunshots are a lot closer than they should be. I need to check those out. And sure enough, they are a lot closer than they should be. Oh crap, they're going for the cannons. And then, you know, the infantry that, you know, hear those will then start swarming over there, because probably a standing order would be, if you hear gunshots close to the cannons, go check it out, because it's probably something bad. Especially since, you know, one squad started engaging with the 2 squads, and then it, you know, became a big firefight. So yeah, it's going to pull everything. Especially the guys at the airfield, when they hear, you know, gunshots coming from the direction I intend them to come, and then they hear shots closer to the cannons, they're like, hold on a second. That's bad. We need to go send the troops to where the gunfire is, because as I stated, if they get the cannons, then they can just blow up the airfield. Does that make sense? I could argue that, I could see the argument in the fact that, you know, the faraway squads, maybe it wasn't right of me to send those in. But at the same time, same argument applies of, you know, cannons. Also, there is going to be a radio at the airfield, and the airfield's going to then state to HQ and whoever's bringing in QRF, hey, we need people because they're firing at the cannons, and that's what that faraway squad was. So, I see his argument about radios, though, but at the same time, if I were to make this op, like, truly realistic, I would just give all the Op 4 guys radios at that point, because I'm not going to deal with that logic, you know? Sure, it's not realistic, but then I'd have to, like, if that would then open the door of, I would have a full entrenchment around that airfield. I'd have a second full entrenchment around that airfield, you know, a giant circle, and I can't because Arma wouldn't give me the server resources. I don't know. I'm just being, like, addressing pet peeves here. You know, when the players want to split hairs, I can't split those hairs because then the server wouldn't be able to handle it. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, guys. Go operate operationally. Enjoy the rest of your day or night. Otherwise, cheers. Have a good one.